Hello everyone! I'm so excited to be coming to you from the month of November. What happened to 2012? Oh my goodness, what a year. Oh, you guys, well, I am excited to share with you. I've been really thinking all day, what can I share with this, such an incredible group of women. You guys know what you're doing. You've been doing an incredible job of it, and I just want to encourage you and repaint that picture that you can do this. I tell you, my kids, if I don't win that trip to Disney, I'm going to have to take them anyway. So I am doing everything I can to win the trip and get to bring them, because they are so excited they can hardly stand it. And I got to watch on Wednesday for Halloween. We did not get to go trick-or-treating. And you would have thought the world was ending. My sweet little Lily had a puddle, literally, of tears. And we were at a Halloween party and just got home too late. And so they trick-or-treated at our front door 5 different times. And Mommy was coming with all kinds of snacks to put in their little buckets. I can't even begin to think what would happen if I told them we couldn't go to Disney. So I am praying now that is not going to happen. So keep on keeping on, girls. You can do this. It's going to be worth it. Even if Disney isn't that great of a bonus for you, crazy that it's not, but even if Disney isn't the be-all end-all for you, or you're not even, you couldn't even go on the trip if you wanted to, kind of thing, this is an incredible opportunity to push yourself, and you will thank yourself later if you do, that you're not stopping, you're not you're staying focused. And there's something amazing about being able to stay focused and making this a priority. It does not have to take all day. It doesn't even have to take every day, but it has to be a priority. And I was even sitting and thinking, I think Premier, God, family, Premier, but in my day-to-day, Premier is my #1 priority. Again, it doesn't take all day. Some days it's 5 minutes. Some days it's 5 hours if it's rally or roundup or retreat or whatnot, or getting ready for one of the 3 of those. But for the most part, it is a priority in my everyday life, at least for a snippet, and at least for every Sunday night, Monday morning, sitting down and looking at my calendar for the week, looking at my calendar for the month, where am I at for the next month, planning that, making that happen. God has been so faithful. Oh my gosh, and in the move down here, and He's the only one who can make it rain. But let me tell you, I have been preparing the fields for that rain and working so hard and making connections and wanting to do it the right way. You guys know me. I'm not an in-your-face, book kind of girl. And yet He has still blessed. I'm going to end up 6 shows in November and a vendor fair. So exciting. So I can't even believe we've only been here 2 months. So that said, I want to share with you, and especially those of you who are newer in your business, newer in, or haven't had a January in your business yet, or haven't had a successful January in your business yet. I've had 14 Januaries in my business, coming up on January number 15. And few lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. How about that? So how to slingshot yourself into 2013, taking all this energy, all this momentum that you have built up, and then what? And what's going to happen come January? Because it's coming, and it's going to come just as fast as November came from last January. So here's a few tips. I just sat down now and kind of brainstormed some great tips on slingshotting yourself into January. And the #1 thing you can do is make it a priority that your January, that you do go to work in January. That January is a priority. It's one of your 12 months. Just spoke with one of my gals who's really pushing for the Century Club, and she's like, gosh, I wish I would have focused harder on the beginning of the year, because gosh darn it, if I miss it by 5 shows, I'm going to be so ticked. And yet I could have front-ended those shows a little bit in January, February, if I'd have really paid attention and focused. So decide that you are going to go back to work. Decide what day you're going back to work. You would do that for any other job. Give yourself the same respect. Give this business the same respect to decide what day that is. It could be the day of rally. I challenge you not to make it a day of rally. It could be January 3rd, the day the kids go back to school, although I don't even know what day that falls, but the day the kids go back to school is the day you go back to work, and hitting it hard as if it was November. for that. Now, at your shows, getting those January bookings, here is what I am doing and what I've done the last couple of years, and it's really helped my January. I make a big deal about January shows, especially once my calendar is full through October to November, December. Don't, tell about having a holiday show. If you're full, you're full. And really pumping up January. This is a little flyer I put in all of my January folder, or all of my customer folders, and I have them pull it out. January is a great time to have a show, ladies. Your friends are sick and tired of sitting home. They're sick and tired of the weather. They're sick and tired of being all about everybody else and not about them, and having a fun way to get together with their friends. The holidays are all about the family, and having a great excuse to get together with their friends. That's pretty much the exact verbiage I say as I have them pull this out. January is a great time to have a party. In fact, I have 3 special bonuses for my January hostesses. The first, host a January show and earn tons of extra hostess free jewelry. Now, as soon as I know what the January promotion is, I put it in there. And should Premier not have a January promotion, I would make a January promotion, my own personal thought. Working in January is that critical to me. Number 2, all your guests receive a free gift just for coming to your January show. Whether you stock up on polishing cloths or something else, that every single person that comes, January is gift month, and you brave that cold weather and coming out of your house to your friend's show, I'm going to give you a prize for even doing that. And number 3, everyone that orders 2 items in January will receive the 3rd at half price. And that's a special I run for my customers in January. Letting these gals feel confident in booking the January show. I think honestly that is the biggest objection in booking a party is, are my friends gonna come? Do I have enough people that would be interested, that have the time, that would want to come? And by pulling out that, just for coming they're going to get a present, I'm going to do a great customer special at the party, although they have to come to the party to take advantage of the special. My theory is that I can get them to a show, I can get them to book a show. It's very hard to book people that don't even come to parties, to book a show with them for that. So it is worth my time and energy to get them there, worth the money of putting out the few bonuses for that. The other option that you could do, and I'm even going to piggyback this one, I'm so determined to work in January. It sets the tone for your entire year. It's hard to get bookings for March if you don't work in January, and you just want to get on the phone. And why get on the phone when you could be at a party making money as opposed to on the phone? The phone is your friend, I know that, but actually being at a party it's way more fun than getting on the phone. So something I'm going to do this year is I'm going to do a ring in the new year promotion. Lots of people do this, and I'm going to put 2 rings on that special. These are the rings I'm going to wear at all of my shows. And when I get to the part of bookings, I'm going to say, okay, ladies, I know you've been staring at my fingers all night. Aren't they fabulous? Oh my gosh, these are my ring in the new year promotion rings. I'm going to give this to you for the price of the date of your party. So you book on January 1st, you get this ring for $1 or this ring for $1, and it comes in silver or gold. Ooh. For that. And I am going to let them take that prize or that discount that night. I'm not serious about working in January as opposed to making them wait for it. I know there's all kinds of schools of thought on both of that. I mean, yes, they could cancel on you, and I want them wearing that ring and feeling a little guilty. I'm okay with that, that they didn't come through with their party for me. And if they're going to take the discount, and I've had other people say, gosh, I have to have a show for X, Y, and Z because they gave me the discount, and that's why I can't work with you, Jill. And anyway, so other people have done it to me. So I'm just going to pull that out too. So I'm going to give them either the down to the wire in silver or gold, and the silver ring is it's $34, so it's not costing me a lot, or the proposal ring. Wouldn't you love to be wearing that at your Christmas party? Oh yes, thank you, I know he loves me so much, or I love myself, or my grandma gave it to me, or not that I'm encouraging lying or anything like that. So offer a ring in the new year promotion. Let's see. And advertise that. Oh my goodness, get the word out about your January specials, send postcards out, do up little flyers, of course emails, text messages to those favorite hostesses. Of course your January and February hostesses from last year need to get in contact from you now. I'm starting to book my January. Did you want to get on my calendar and get the favorite dates kind of thing? I will tell you, unless they flat out ask me when does the new jewelry come out, I don't mention it. Especially if I haven't done a bunch of shows in that circle already. Now, if I've done a number of shows in that circle, I'll use it as a who's going to do the first show with their friends with the new jewelry out. But if it's a circle that maybe it's the first time or second time I've done a party with them, for the most, this jewelry is all new to them, and they're going to come back in January even with the same jewelry. They're going to see pieces they didn't see last time. And so unless they flat out say, when does your spring line come out? Of course, I don't lie to them, I tell them. But the instant you say the date that jewelry is going to come out, they're going to book January 13th. They're not going to book January 10th for that. And I would hate to lose 2 weeks out of January if I don't have to, and to not feel obligated like you have to tell them that new jewelry is coming out. Again, if they ask me, I tell them, of course. And I typically work that at least that second week of January with shows in there. So really focusing on your January, that's how you're going to slingshot yourself into 2013. But things that you can also do now, make sure they know how grateful you are, all your current hostesses and big customers even. And you guys know Matt and I always send out a family Christmas card with our family mugshot on there. I think there's something so personal about getting to see us. We're not just some big mega company doing whatever, buying whatever island with the money that we've made, but we're a real family that they have supported with a little thank you for your business. Throw a coupon in there for the January new line, or a coupon they could use before Christmas. I'm debating on which one I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do the before Christmas coupon actually. And so we're going to try to send those out by Thanksgiving with the family picture on there. Not to advertise for Costco, but it's ridiculously inexpensive to do a Costco Christmas card. And if you haven't had a chance to get a big family photo picture, you can even do the ones where it takes all your little pictures and you can make a little collage out of it, kind of thing. And of course, and I know I'm preaching to the choir with you guys, the best thing you can do for 2013 is to go to Raleigh! And the discounts, of course, on the new jewelry from going to Raleigh, and the encouragement and the reminder that this business works. This business works for all types of people in all types of circumstances with all types of personalities. I am re-reminded every time I go to Raleigh how worth it is. And of course, to get a chance to connect with your team and the other jewelers in the area is priceless as well. But to be reminded that this business, it's worth your time, it's worth your energy. You're going to be so grateful that you're a part of Premier, and way to kick off 2013. So you guys are doing so great. I'm so excited for our gals that are already qualified for the trip. I meant to have that list in front of me, but I'll put it on Facebook, and I will be putting the my highly stylish flyer here. Somebody please help me and make it cute on there so you can piggyback off of that as well. I love you guys. Have a fabulous start to your November.